So, what if you could create a totally professional-looking video right now with nothing more than an idea in your head? Well, today we're going to dive into how a bunch of completely free AI tools are making that a reality, turning pretty much anyone into a video creator.
You ever have one of those amazing concepts for a video? You know, a great story or an explainer or just a piece of art, but you immediately get stopped in your tracks by all the tech stuff, the expensive equipment, or just how hard it all seems. Yeah, that's all about to change.
For the longest time, making a video meant dealing with high-cost, super complex software and just long production times. But now, generative AI completely flips that script. We are talking about a new era where creating is fast, it's intuitive, and it's open to everybody, for free. That old barrier to entry, it's been officially torn down.
Okay, so where do we even begin? Well, every great video, and I mean every great video, starts with the same core building blocks. So let's crack open our AI-powered creative toolkit and see what's inside.
First up, you need a story. That's your script. Then you need a voice to tell that story. That's your narrator. And finally, you need the visuals to actually build the world for your audience. What's so incredible here is that AI can help you with all three. You've got large language models, the same tech behind stuff like ChatGPT that can help you write your script, and then text-to-speech generators can create a perfect, clean voiceover in just a few minutes.
And what about the visuals? Well, this is where this new kind of cool art form comes into play, prompt engineering. But don't let the name scare you. Think of it less like you're coding and more like you're a film director. Your main job is to describe, in detail, what you're seeing in your mind's eye to guide your AI artist. And that right there is the secret sauce. You don't just say, astronaut in a forest. No, you add direction. You say epic, cinematic, glowing, crystalline forest. The more descriptive and evocative you get with your prompt, the more breathtaking the result's going to be. This is the real magic at the heart of this whole process. You take your carefully crafted text prompts, you feed them into a free AI image or text-to-video generator, and you just watch as your words are literally transformed into these high-quality images and video clips. These become the visual foundation for your entire project.
All right, so you've got your script, your voiceover, and a whole collection of these amazing static images. But of course, a video needs motion. So how do we bring these beautiful, still worlds to life?
You know, animating these images is actually way easier than you'd think. You just take that AI image you made, you upload it to a free AI animation tool, and you start applying motion. You can add a really subtle zoom, maybe a sweeping pan across the scene, or even a parallax effect, where the background moves slower than the foreground. It creates this powerful sense of depth and really makes your scene pop.
And believe me, it gets even cooler. You can go way beyond simple motion. There are tools that let you create an AI avatar that lip syncs perfectly to your voiceover track. You can even use something called style transfer, which is where an AI applies the look and feel of, say, a famous painting onto your video clip. All of a sudden, your scene looks like a moving Van Gogh or a classic anime.
Now, the real power here isn't just in one single tool. It's in how you can chain them all together. We're talking about building a seamless production workflow, where all your creative pieces flow effortlessly from one stage to the next.
So here's what that journey looks like. You start out by drafting your story with an AI scriptwriter. Then you generate the narration with a voice tool. After that, you create all your visuals. Next, you bring those still images to life with an animation tool. And finally, you pull everything together for that final polish. See? Each step just logically feeds right into the next.
And that final polish, that's what takes your project from just good to truly great. Need to cut a character out of the background? AI can do that for you instantly. Is one of your AI-generated clips a little blurry or low res? An AI upscaler can intelligently add detail and make it super crisp. You can even use AI to generate a custom musical score and sound effects that perfectly match the mood of your video. How cool is that?
So, we've walked through the tools, we've laid out the workflow. This isn't some science fiction, far-off future technology. This is a real, achievable process that you can start using today to turn your ideas into actual, real things.
Look, don't feel like you have to go out and create a feature-length film on your first try. The absolute best way to learn is just by doing it. So aim for something small, manageable, and fun. A 60-second video is the perfect first project to really master this workflow and see what's possible.
You have the tools. You have the workflow. All of this creative power is literally right there at your fingertips. So the only question left is, what story are you going to tell first?